I forgot to do my gizmo before I came out, but look, I watered yesterday and I have some daisies coming. Yay! I have snapdragons, beautiful. This one hasn't got much going on. And these are the peppers. Peppers are pepping. I thought I had little pea-sized peppers, but I don't. I have flowers coming. And of course my beautiful whatever this is. Karen knows. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. I am dressed in my leggings. I have physical therapy today. I am using my Wonder Skin. Oop, Dennis just went and got the mower. Just when I'm talking. Well, I won't talk while I do my lips. How's that? I'm trying to get away from the glare so I can see. He's doing that little patch of grass right next to me, and then he's going to go away. And there he is, going away. Why is he even stopping? Just long enough to... Just long enough for you all to know how hard he works. That's what it is. How am I doing here? Yeah, I know. This is stain. So it's not really quite as obviously wrong when it's done. I don't think. I hope. Oh well. So I'll sit with this for a few minutes. My my thumbnail will be with purple lips, but I do have my wiper cloth, so we'll leave it at that. Meanwhile, good morning. It's going up to 83 today, so it's not quite as warm as it has been. It got to 87 yesterday, I think. I don't expect to be outside too much. I have my physical therapy today, as I said. So I'll have to leave for that in about an hour. And I have to go to the bank. And then I'm going to stop and visit Aura for a few minutes, make sure she gets situated at the piano recital, because there's usually a piano recital at 3 o'clock on Friday afternoon. I want to make sure she's there. Unfortunately, Dennis has been scheduling Holly. Well, Holly has asked, is it okay to schedule Aura for 3:30 on Friday afternoon? And he keeps saying yes. But that does dip into her piano concert. So maybe I'll email her and say, is there a time other than, between 3 and 4 on Friday that you could come? Because music is very, very important to Aura. Here he is back. Oh, he's just parking. He's just parking. Anyway, so that's my plan for the day. I didn't sleep great last night. I was up late looking at the news and didn't end up sleeping great. So I'll probably take it easy today. I did not knit. I'm going to try to do some knitting today, but I'm knitting tomorrow because tomorrow is our Zoom call, 2 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time. Link in the Ravelry group, Flame and Fiber Ravelry group. First, there's a sticky post for Saturday Zoom, and I hope to see you there tomorrow. And I will be knitting on my Daft Days cardigan. Is that what it's called? Something like that. I am planning on finishing the right front very soon, the main body of the right front, and gathering all my colors so that I can make the left front match in its stripedness, because I'm gonna want that when I wear it. And yeah, and it's time for me to start thinking about buttons, because it's gonna have buttons. And yeah, I have a big box like this, metal can full of buttons, because I have been in my knitting career and in my Rhinebeck and Maryland sheep and wool days been collecting buttons from, there's often a button vendor at these events, and you know, buttons are cool, and so I've been collecting some buttons. I have some very wild buttons on that Metropolitan Square, no, Washington Square cardigan that I made years ago that I felted because I was going to make my dad slippers, and I didn't. I'm still going to make myself some slippers, but it still does have big, fancy, cool buttons on it. Some of them aren't really appropriate for a sweater to actually use. I mean, some of them are that thick, you know, big and round, but really, really thick. So I can't really use those. And the ones on that sweater aren't gonna go with this sweater. So I will be keeping my eye out for good buttons for this sweater. I don't actually want the buttons to be too wild. I don't want the buttons to end up being the focal point of this sweater. They ended up being the focal point of that sweater, and it was okay. It was a you know, a natural color wool. I think I made that from Cascade Eco. I don't see people using that much anymore. It was scratchy, and you know, it was definitely for an outerwear. How does that look? It looks pretty good. Orangey. Funny, I expected it to go further down my lip. Oh well. Hopefully he's just moving it again. I don't know. Somehow I didn't get that on very well. I think I need to maybe shake them. I don't know. Anyway, so I want to get fun buttons that go really well with the whole striped concept, but I don't want them to be so fabulous that they become like the whole point of the sweater, if you know what I mean. So I have to start thinking about my buttons, because obviously I can't do my button band until I know what my buttons are. But I am getting ahead of myself because I haven't even finished the right front, let alone anything else. But you will see it tomorrow at the Zoom if you come. And I will show it on Sunday after I have worked on it on the Zoom. So even if you can't make it to the Zoom, you will still be able to see the progress that I am making. You know, I complained about the neighbors. I knew he was getting the mower, but I didn't realize he's doing the front. I didn't realize it was going to be so intrusive into our conversation. Oh well. So that's my plan for the day. I will be doing my physical therapy, visiting Aura, going to the bank, and I might be stopping at the store because I do need lemons for my lemon juice making. And I tried to buy them at the sort of health food grocery store, but they didn't have any lemons. They had limes, but they didn't have any lemons, which was very strange. That is not typical for them. But my local little store has lemons, so I presume, unless we're having a lemons issue, supply chain issue. We grow lemons in this country, so I shouldn't have a tariff issue. It's hard to know what's going on. So anyway, I might stop at the store. And then we'll see what happens. So I imagine I'll be looking at the news a lot. Maybe on it. I don't know. Now I can hear the birds instead of the lawnmower. It's actually not bad out here. I may continue to sit out here. Especially if my Wi-Fi is feeling strong and I can upload from here. That would be nice. Meanwhile, that's it for me. I am looking forward to Zooming tomorrow. And, yeah. And I'll see you tomorrow. Well, you'll see me tomorrow. And I'll see some of you tomorrow. And hear you, too. And that's so fun for me. So, we're such a lovely community. I can't get over how lucky I am to have you guys in my community. I really can't tell you how I feel. But please take good care of yourselves and stay safe and stay sane.